What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Prez, and I'm back with another video, dog. We got something new on the meal plan tonight, dog. I'm telling you this right now. We got something new. Prez family, get your popcorn ready. Get your minds opened up, because I'm about to tell y'all some game for real. I'm about to put y'all on some game, man. I'm about to put y'all on some game for real. Now, the title of this video we about to watch is Don't Chase Her. Women reveal why they lose respect for you. And we talking about why women lose respect for men in this realm of whatever it's called. I don't know if it's dating or if it's going around or is on around. I don't know what this realm is called, but this is what the realm is like about. Don't chase her, man. We about to get into this video. I'm gonna let y'all know some game of where I'm coming from and watching this video. So man, let's get the 400 subs each and every day. I love y'all, Press family. Let's keep going up, keep going up. I appreciate y'all for just loving me and taking me in as one of yours, Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's see what Sadia has to say.
Now, what makes a man super attractive is his ability to embrace rejection. When a woman doesn't want you, firstly, you don't take it personal. Secondly, you accept her opinion.
Facts. We starting off fast. We starting off good. I ain't gonna lie to you. Look, the one thing y'all have to realize is not everybody is gonna go for you. And that's what I had to realize at a young age, that everybody is not gonna find you attractive. Everybody's not gonna like you, but some people are, literally. So like, if you go up to a girl and she reject you, don't be like, damn, you doing me like that. Well, just be like, okay, I appreciate you for like giving me your time of day. Because nowadays, bro, people time of day is very like hard to get, bro. Like no cap. So just be genuine when you try to talk to a nice woman, and she rejects you. I don't really call it reject. I just call it like losses. Like you lose some, you win some, you know what I'm saying? So just take it on the chin, bro. It ain't even that deep. Now, like, even if she do the most, like, ill, no, you're up, like, just be like, okay, like, just take it on the chin, bro.
Weak men will do is when a woman rejects him, he'll fight harder. We start to see you as somebody who doesn't have alternatives.
I don't know if you're weak if you do that. I just think you're annoying.
By alternatives, we don't mean you need to have other women like.
I think a big reason for this is that men have been conditioned for years to pursue women with the idea that the guy that pursues the hardest is the one that gets the woman. Essentially, the courtship ritual used to look very, very different. Now, to put it into context, just because the guy was chasing doesn't mean he was necessarily submissive. There was just a different cultural reality behind what each role had to do in order to satisfy whatever principle or whatever feeling people had. Obviously, guys are extremely slow to adapt to the meta, so a lot of them are just doing whatever their dad or grandfather told them, and that just does not work any longer. And now in the modern era, it is perceived as submission or acting out of scarcity. If you honestly...
Facts, bro. That we have to understand, like, from generation to generation. Like, if I tell my son, something different, or he might see something different, because it's a whole new generation. Like, we all have to realize, like, it's a whole new generation. It's not the same. Like, the generations don't stay the same for the rest of like people's lives. That's not a thing. Like, they don't stay the same. So nowadays, you gotta take rejection like a man. You can't even, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you take rejection. Okay, I'm gonna come back with flowers. That means come back with a card. No. Nah, bro, just take that on the chin, bro.
think about it critically, though, it makes perfect sense why this change occurred. Think about it reasonably. Why would you chase somebody so hard if you don't need them? It doesn't make sense, and it only really made sense in a totally different time where practicality and usefulness or resourcefulness were the most important thing. Today, those characteristics have much lower value than they used to. In the Western world, anyway. Let's keep going.
But you should have a life that you enjoy with or without us. And we are not attracted to men that are not living a fulfilling life. So hanging on makes it really, really unattractive for a woman. The gracious way to handle rejection is say, oh, okay, no worries, you're a great girl, and whoever ends up with you is the lucky man.
It's crazy to see how many guys have such a hard time accepting this hyper-logical reality. Now, I'm not typically the one to go against guys. Obviously, normally I'm for the guy's side, but the problem is this. Too many guys are coping. Before, you would date whoever's in your village or whoever you had access to. Dating was much more practically oriented, and there was much more pressure from families to ensure that this took place. There was no government to step in and take care of anybody if things didn't work out. Now, because there's social programs that everybody's forced to pay into, there's a safety net for women when they exit a relationship if they need it. Men have always been expected to provide, of course, so while they have that safety net, it usually doesn't last as long as it does for women, especially if they have kids. The last thing anybody wants for a developed society, especially from a PR perspective, is to see a bunch of homeless women with their children on the street.
Can't lie, bro. He talking right now. It's totally different now. It's totally different now, bro. It's totally different. But let's keep going a little bit.
Now, inevitably, we do live in that era where the average person can go attempt to seek that perfect person. For this reason, think about it critically. From the perspective of a woman who's being genuine to herself and is not masculine possessed, does she really want a guy to chase her endlessly to the end of the earth just to get her? Does that really signal any form of abundance? Or is it because the guy is just idealizing her from a position of scarcity? When 99% of men are scarce, what do they tend to do? Idealize. Does that mean that he actually likes that woman, or is he just picking her out of convenience? Of course, he's going to convince himself that she's perfect.
Now look, bro, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Do not pick do not do that. Do not pick no girl out of convenience, bro. It's the worst thing you could do. That is not what relationships are for. It's not for that's not love at any point, at any given point. Convenience is the worst part of it all. If you want to go chase a girl, you can. I just would rather like y'all be careful doing that, cause chasing a girl, bruh, is a very difficult thing to do, and you will get yourself hurt. Some people want to do what they want to do, and I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all that it's wrong, like it's totally wrong. Don't do it. Stop. Like if you want to do it, then go ahead, be my guest. I would advise you to try and to stay away from that.
Simply to satisfy a need, as most people do. To close up this idea, just understand that chasing is an absolute waste of your time. Sure, it may work out for you here and there, but typically it's not going to be for the right reason. Yeah, choker girl, see what you got.
Do you know why dating is unfair for men and not for women? Because men have to earn love. Women don't. Women can just show up and there will always be someone to love them. But a man, he has to be confident, he has to have money, he has to have status, he has to work on himself.
You know one thing I'm not really messing with, like I'm really just not messing with, and it irks my nerve. It irks my nerve how people just say love so effortlessly. Like, I don't think people understand what love is. Like, nobody really has experienced love. Like people just be saying like women can get love so easily. Like, bro, like, no. No, bruh, no.
He has to
And you
whatever,
could tell,
because a
bro.
man who is fat, who has no money, who has no status, who has no self-control, will not be loved by anyone except maybe his parents. But that's it. No one else will care about him. So women out there saying that dating is harder for women, where? It is so not harder for women. The worst kind of woman will find love, but a man has to be exceptional in so many ways in order to just have one person care about him.
Let's be honest, what she's saying is complete facts, but I do have to address one obvious reality, and I don't want to play devil's advocate necessarily, but I do tend to address it from the other side, so I'll maintain that consistency here. It's 100% true that men have a harder life when it comes to finding love. This is absolute. And yes, from an idealistic perspective, obviously it seems unfair. We don't live in an idealistic world. Everything has its pros and cons. For that reason, I'm going to argue this. The best life that any human being can possibly live will always be a man's life, not a woman's life. The most deeply fulfilling thing that a person can do is work really hard for something, achieve a result, and then do something of value with that result. Whenever you get given something for free, sure, you now have access to that, but it's never going to feel the same because you're always going to think that you're entitled to it not that you worked for it. You see this in
Facts.
practice all the time where girls feel hyper entitled to guys that aren't really in their league. This is likely because some guy made it way too easy for them and now they think that that's what they deserve. But this is exactly my point. Sure, dating might come easier for them, but are
He's talking. That basically means you're spoiled. That's really what it means.
they ever going to be able to feel as fulfilled as a man who had to do all of the right things the hardest way possible and then get the reward at the end of it all? The truth is, probably not. So if you ever start getting bogged down, you start telling yourself that it's unfair, always understand this. Most of what you subjectively feel is just due to perspective. It really is nonsensical to be defeatist about it. Time, discipline, and dedication will mostly do the trick. This is something that the vast majority of people don't do, no matter how much they lie to themselves about what they're doing. Put yourself above that camp of people and you'll see how quickly your life is going to improve. And from there, of course, you'll stop worrying about all this unfair dating BS.
All right, Prez family, that's the end of this video. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man, don't chase nobody. That goes for girls and that goes for boys. Do not chase nobody. Don't look like an idiot out here chasing somebody, man. Look, but if you want to do it and you feel like that's the one for you, go ahead. Be my guest, man. Go ahead, do it. But this video shows like a lot of, you know, what people don't understand, you know, and it's crazy how this generation has changed into like such a more complex generation. Like I say all the time, bro, everything's run through the internet. Everybody's spoiled. Everybody don't even work hard for nothing no more. So, I mean, it's just crazy. So, I mean, finding love, if you know it, if y'all know what that is, finding love in this generation is very hard. I will tell you that, and I will say that. Like, subscribe, Press family. I love y'all. Please give me the 400. I love y'all so much. Let's keep going up, man. I love y'all. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. And no means no. I promise you that. Press out.